Hello, welcome everybody. This is the Multisoft Innovative Solutions team, and today we are going to show you one of our latest product that is for managing the subscription and all the recurring billing process. Before we start today's topic, let me introduce the presenters today. Okay, start with the ladies or lady. Rita is one of our consultants and she will make some part of the demo today. Rita started to test the product before the release and she knows it very, very well. And I think most of you already know Bertola, who became our partner manager last year, and you can contact him regarding the sales and partnership and any kind of help. I'm sure that he will help you. And yeah, Robert Angel is me. I'm responsible for the sales and marketing at Multisoft. So before we start, I would like to have some alignment because most of you already know us because of the mobile NAV, which is very, very good, but we have a new approach. We started to develop more and more applications for Business Central. I think you already know mobile NAV and the WMS mobile NAV, which is the warehouse functionality of the mobile NAV. And the ServOcean is a connected field service application, which is based on mobile NAV as well, but on top of that, we have some many useful features for the service functionality of the ERP. And we also finished the Hungarian extension pack, which is a localization solution for the Hungarian market. And we also will have more and more applications, but today we will demonstrate you the recurring billing scheduler, which is one of our brand new product. So today's agenda will be a short introduction about ReBilS, and Bertolan and Rita will demonstrate you the functionality and will make the demo of the ReBilS, and then I will get back to you with the ReBilS licensing and how you can contact us. Okay, so what you have to know about the ReBilS is that this idea of this product came from the Microsoft operation with the subscription and enhancement management. And we decided that it can be useful for every Microsoft partner or IT reseller who has license management with software maintenance, service, and subscriptions. But as we always trying to develop our solutions to be customizable, we are confident that recurring billing scheduler can be used in many user scenarios, but I'm sure that after the demo, you will have some ideas where it can be useful. So let us show you how it works and what functions did we develop into it. So Bertolan, the virtual stage is yours. Thanks.
So thank you very much, Robert, for the introduction. Now let's see the functionality and the features of ReBilS. Let's go through what we have developed. First, we will show you the main menu, where we can see the most important features of ReBilS. So these are the most important tiles we've created. First, we will look at the setup. We've created a menu for ReBilS where we can handle settings related to our solution. And here we can define the custom billing periods, the canceling reasons. Just to mention, we've developed an assisted setup that you can go to when you download or install our application. So the whole procedure takes about 10 or 15 minutes to install ReBilS. Okay, now we would like to show you further developments we have made in the basic Business Central system. So let's check the item card to see if we have made some changes on that. And of course we have, that's why I'm mentioning that. So let's check an item card. So we have added a custom tab below the standard tabs. It's called recurring billing. Here you can see different fields. For example, the maintenance field. You can attach a maintenance entity to a perpetual item. And later, when we create contracts with this item, maintenance line will be added automatically. We've created a sales versus list price switch. So we have the option to calculate the maintenance based on the list price or the actual sales price of an item. You can set the percentage of the maintenance, and of course you can set up a default invoice period. Further, we have defined some comments, some placeholders, so you can add custom comments to an item, and these comments will appear on the invoice, such as billing period, end users, etc. Now let's see a customer card. Now jump to a customer card and let's see if we have modified it somehow. And of course we did modify a customer card too. Okay, now we are opening a customer card. We have added a new entity to a customer card. We call it end user. We've created it to be able to allocate an end user to below a customer, because it's a viable situation that a customer of ours has multiple end users, and we would like to highlight them. Multiple end users can be assigned to one customer, and we have created a function which is called combine orders. You scroll down and we have this checkbox combine orders where you can define whether you would like to have, if you have the possibility to create and issue all the invoices of one customer, for example, with multiple end users, into a single bill. Now let's see the contract menu. From the main menu of ReBilS, you can reach the contracts tile, where all the contracts are listed. This is the soul of our solution, and everything is built around the contracts, because at the end we will generate the invoices based on the contracts, and the settings of the contracts will define every aspect of the invoices. Now look at the contract card, just select one, and let's see what do we have here. On a contract, you can select a customer. Of course, that's the first step. Optionally, you can select an end user if you have one and if you would like to highlight it. We can set a validity end to a contract. If the validity end date is past today's date, we won't be able to create any invoices. We have a cancel reason code, because if we have to terminate a contract, we have this field to register why we have to end this contract, and we can set up our unique reason codes in the ReBilS settings, as I mentioned in the first step in the settings menu. We have a status field that can be 3 different statuses. The first and the default one is a new. When we register the contract, but it's not signed or not active yet, it has the new status. The status will turn signed when we are signing the contract. That means it becomes active, and from this point we can create invoices until we cancel the contract or until we pass the validity date. And of course, there is a third status. It means the contract is terminated, and the status code is cancelled. Then we have a second status-like checkbox. It indicates whether the contract is active or inactive. When we have to terminate the contract for a shorter period of time, but we won't cancel it permanently, then we can set the status of the contract to inactive. Okay, so next field is price update is enabled or not. You can switch between these. When it's off, it's like a protected list price. We will calculate with the original sales price, and the price updates won't affect this contract. When you set the price update is enabled to on, we will calculate with the valid list price at the moment. We have description field where you can add text descriptions, manual notes of important informations which you find relevant to this contract. Okay, and finally, when you are signing a contract, it means the contract will become active, but this feature will be shown later by my colleague Rita. To summarize it, all in all, in our opinion, ReBilS can be a good solution for partners, end users, as well from many fields such as managing subscriptions, licensing, for example, IT service providers such as ourselves and our partners, maintenance services like repairs or publishing like newspaper providers, contractual reviews, qualifications like quality certification providers, contractual services like office cleaning and office rentals, or general services that require periodic invoicing. And now I would like to hand over the mic to Rita, who will show you some typical user case scenarios.
Thank you very much. So now I'm going to show you some simple examples of contracts, and I'm going to show you the most important features for development. So let's get back to the contracts list. And now first of all, I'm going to show you how easy it is to record a contract. First of all, I only need to select my customer, which will be trade research this time. I don't need to select any end users. If I don't want to, then I don't have to fill in these fields. It's not mandatory. And after I've selected my customer, I can go down to the lines. I'm going to select an item, which in this case going to be a ReBilS company package. And after I've selected my item, I'm going to select the quantity, which will be 10 pieces. And now I'm going to go a bit to the end. I need to set the next invoice date, which is going to be April 6th, because my work date is April the 6th, and my next invoice period start. I'm first going to set it to April 1st. The end is automatically filled into April the 30th, because my default invoice period, which comes from my item card, is 1 month. Now my unit price is automatically filled in, also from the items price card. And now my contract can be signed. But just to show you how my unit price is calculated according to the length of my invoicing period, I'm going to change the next invoice period start to April 6th as well. And I'm going to set it to April 30. And if I go back to my unit price, you can see that it became a bit lower. It was 200, now it's 166.67, because the unit price is calculated with this coefficient number, and the coefficient number represents this fracture period. So that's how my unit price is automatically calculated according to the length of my period. So now I'm going to release my contract by signing it. Now the color of the line changed to blue, which means that this line can be invoiced. I can generate sales order for this line. So that's how easy it is. Of course, if I want, I can change the bill to customer as well. And in the invoice details tab, I can change my contract currency, my payment terms, my required payment method. So that's all. Now I'm going to show you another feature of ReBilS. First, I select another customer. Let it be the Alpine Ski House. And now I'm going to show another type of item which was presented before. It's going to be a Business Central Essential license. It's a perpetual license. And as I select my perpetual license, the maintenance line is automatically added on to another line. After that, I need to set the quantity. I'm going to sell 5 pieces. There's no invoicing period because it's a perpetual license. And I'm going to set the next invoice date, which will be April 1st, according to my work date. Okay. Now my next invoice period start and next invoice period end is filled in automatically. It's 1 year because my maintenance is for 1 year. Now there's still no unit price for my maintenance because I need to set the license value. The license value can be different from the line value, but this time I'm going to set it to the same, which is 7,500. And as I've set it up, the unit price is calculated for the maintenance line as well. So I'm going to sign this contract as well. Release and sign contract. Both of them became blue, so I did everything fine. It means that this contract can be invoiced as well. Now I'm going to show you another type of service, which was an office rental with a cleaning. My customer reached out to me and said that now he wants to get his office fully cleaned, not just half of it. So I need to change the quantity from 25 square meters to 50 square meters. And to do this, I have a function that can help me. I need to stand on the correct line, and after that I can go to manage and copy line. And now I can change the quantity. I'm going to set it to 50. I'm not going to change the invoice period, and because my customer called me today, I'm going to set the date of modification for today, which is April the 6th, so it's correct. Unit price, I'm not going to change it, and I'm not going to change anything, just the quantity to make it easier to show. So now I'm going to set OK, and as you can see, 2 more lines are added. I have 2 lines with 50, and I have my own line with 25 square meters. The unit price is not changed, but as I go back, I can see that these coefficient numbers are changed, and these coefficient numbers are changed because the extension calculates the fracture periods automatically. So I have my own line with the validity end and with the next invoice period end April the 5th, because from April the 6th I'm going to invoice more. I'm going to invoice double, which is 50 square meters instead of 25. My coefficient number is calculated according to the fracture period from April 6th to April the 30th. And I have another line, a third line, which is from May 1st, and it represents the new amount with the coefficient number of 1, because it's not a fracture period, it's going to be a full month from May the 1st. So after that, I don't need to sign my contract because it was already signed. Because these lines are blue, it means that these lines can be invoiced. So, okay. And now I'm going to show you how can we cancel a contract, because it can happen that we need to terminate a contract. I'm going to show you on this contract. My lines are black, it means that there is no upcoming invoices. If I go to the end, then I can see that it has 2 posted lines as well. My status is signed and it's active, but I need to terminate my contract. I need to cancel it. It's really easy. I only need to select a cancel reason code. I'm going to select cancelled by customer because my customer is left, and I'm going to go to release and cancel contract. It asks me if I'm sure about this, and I say yes, because I'm sure about it. And now my status is set to cancelled. And it also means that a cancelled contract cannot be invoiced. I cannot create any sales order for this contract anymore. And now I have a few contracts here. The color represents the status of the contracts. The blue ones can be invoiced. I can create sales order for these contracts, but I cannot create for the blackish, grayish contracts. Now I need to select which contracts I would like to invoice. It's easy, it's a standard. I'm going to select all of them. Even though I've selected the cancelled contract, no sales order will be generated for this one, of course. And I'm going to process and create orders. It asks me if I'm sure about it. I say yes. And now it says that 4 sales orders have been created. But why 4? Because I have here 6 contracts minus 1, that makes 5. But for this customer, ReBilS, I've set up the combine orders function. hereby you can see it. If I go here, then the combine order switch is turned on. So I think you already know it, but let's go to the history of unposted lines. Here are the real cloud contract lines, and if we check the document number here, we can see that 4 lines were put into one sales order. So the contract lines have been combined. After that, it's really easy to go. Now I'm going to select this Real Cloud sales order. I can see the command lines that comes from the item card or from the contract itself. I can see the periods, the contract numbers. I can review it, and if I found everything fine, then I just go to posting and post. I go for OK. I don't want to open my invoice, and now these sales line were moved from the unposted history lines to the posted lines. And if I go back to the contract, any of it, but let's go to this one, and I scroll to the end, I can see that I have these contracts posted until to this date. So these were the most important features of ReBilS, and thank you for watching.
Thank you very much, Rita, for showing us how ReBilS work. And now back to Robert. He will tell you about how you can become a partner of ours and how you can start to sell our solutions. And if you are interested in ReBilS, please let us know.
Thank you, Bertalan. Let's get back to an important topic, the licensing. So we have some ideas about the licensing at the beginning. First, what is available for everybody. Of course, we always give the trial opportunity for everybody, so you have the chance to use our product for 30 days. But on top of that, we created a freemium model, which is basically for testing and trying the app. So we give the ReBilS solution for free of charge, and in this you can have up to 5 contracts. And when you have more contracts, you need to purchase a license. But for the partners, we have a special offer for a yearly and monthly subscription, and we also have a gold partner offer. Please get in touch with Bertalan, and he will share the details with you. And for the end users, we also created packages for different number of contracts. The first package is valid for up to 25 contracts. And we created a platoon package for up to 50 contracts. And we also have a company package for up to 150 contracts. And we can also have special packages above 150 contracts. As you can see here, we don't count the number of users or the number of invoices. We only count the number of contracts. So the price depends on how many customers do you or the end user have in general. So, okay, that's the licensing, and And yeah, I already mentioned the trial period. And what is also important that Business Central Essential license is eligible to use the ReBilS solution, so you don't have to have the premium functionality of the ERP. And if you have any questions, please contact us or get in touch with us on the following channels. We plan to share all the news, all of the webinar schedules and every product news on LinkedIn. And we also created a new website. The name is partner.multisoft.hu, where you can find the information about our products. And for the partners, we also created a new partner site. Here we plan to share you the resources to be able to sell our products. I mean, we create presentations, you can find the pricing and licensing guides here, price calculators, the useful links. So everything that is useful for a partner, I think. And yeah, in general, you can contact us at contact@multisoft.hu. Almost any kind of topic. We also have a support partner portal, so for existing partners, I suggest to get in touch regarding any technical questions or raise a ticket in our support portal. But for the sales and marketing related topics, you can contact us via email through this email address. And yeah, as I mentioned, also please visit and follow us on LinkedIn. Okay, thank you for today and have a nice day. Bye.